everybody, my name is Yoshi Stack, and this is Plants vs. Zombies. This is a very strange to say for a game that came out in 2009, but kind of a classic tower defense kind of game. God, I was 9 when this game came out. Thank you for reminding me of the passage of time, but I played this game fairly recently on my phone again for the first time in a while, and I was like, you know what, that would be a fun thing to play on the internet, just, you know, kind of a fairly chill thing. If you've never seen this game before, I feel like it's everywhere, but I am more than happy to have you along for the ride with me. And in this case, if you want, you can fairly easily play along for yourself, because this is available on the App Store for free, with ads if that bugs you, but the main bulk of the game is there for free, and if you want to join in, you're welcome to. With all that said, let's get into it. Ooh, PopCap Games presents. If you've never seen this game, there's a lot going on here. We will get to all of it in due time. But here's my house. If you didn't know, this is what my house looks like. It's very real. We only have this one strip of grass here. Alright, so we're gonna get into the tutorial, which it wants us to plant this pea shooter just somewhere on the grass. You're better off placing it further in the back, because things come out from over here. And yeah, so we've got sun. We need to plant more plants. You know, photosynthesis is an important part of the plant process. Yeah, those are words that go together, but whatever. So yeah, this first level is going to be fairly simple because it is just getting you familiar with the basics of the game. We've got these zombies that are trying to get to our house to eat our brains. If a zombie does manage to get all the way here, you have one line of defense, which is this lawnmower that will go over and kill any other zombies that happen to be in the way. We have enough, which we'll plant a third pea shooter just to be super sure we'll be okay. But yeah, if the zombies get there a second time, it's game over, and you do not want that. But the first level's already over. It's so easy. Even I did it when I was like 10 years old. We got, from Bloom and Doom Seed Co. I don't care! We've got the sunflower. Sorry, that threw me off. I had the, I think I might still have it somewhere. I had the physical disc of this game from when it first came out, or sometime after that, you know what I mean. And this is the Steam version, so Steam's gonna pop up and be like, hey, you wanna save? Which I'm good. But in any case, we got ourselves a new flower. It's a sunflower, or new plant, I guess, which gives us additional sun, which that is very useful. All right, we got more zombies going on. I don't know where they're coming from, but they're here. Sunflowers are an extremely important plant. Try to plant at least 3 of them. So sunflowers, as the game alluded to before in its description, give you extra bits of sun. Out of all the plants in the game, sunflower is probably the most important thing. Like, you know, we're gonna get so many kinds of plants later on that you can have all sorts of play styles, but the sunflower, unless you're going for some kind of specific challenge run, you always want the sunflower in your inventory, or whatever you want to call this, your lineup. We'll go with that. They're very important. They make your life a lot easier, and at some points make playing the game possible. But we will get into that when we get there. All right. We are going to get pea shooters on all of our lanes here. And, yeah. This is going to be just kind of a chill playthrough. Just kind of let me spout nonsense in a way that's not as chaotic as maybe some other games can be. We'll put that one there. Doesn't really matter where we put them. They're all gonna die in the end anyway. That's a little morbid, but they're already dead. It doesn't matter. But yeah, I remember playing this game as a kid. I remember first seeing it through Voltage McGammer, his playthrough of it, and I think that playthrough still came from the era where there was like a time limit on YouTube videos. I don't remember if that one came out when that was still a thing. But yeah, you guys remember when YouTube videos had a 10-minute time limit? And I think you got around that by being in the early stages of the YouTube Partner Program, which, my God, how far YouTube has come since then. But this game, it's a fairly simple game, but it's just really enjoyable. The art style, the music in particular. I don't remember the composer's name. Future me is gonna have to flash that on screen, which I apologize, but she did a fantastic job, and like all the songs in this game are amazing. But while we were talking, we killed our last zombie, and we got ourselves the cherry bomb. Oh boy, we're gonna go play some Foursquares. How many people played that? Did you play that when you were a kid? We that was a popular game when I was a kid on the playground. But anyway, the cherry bomb, as it implies, is a bomb, and it will blow up zombies in its area. Got new zombies here. These zombies have traffic cones on their head. So we're getting, the third level is introducing a few new abilities. So first of all, you can see here, different plants have different recharge times. So the sunflower, being fairly important, goes pretty fast, but with as powerful as the cherry bomb is, it has a very slow cooldown. So you don't want to get too trigger happy throwing those around, because I mean, you can't, because it charges so slow. All right, there we go. We got our first pea shooter. Sometimes I like to do 2 layers of sunflowers, but these early levels, it's really not necessary at all. Our time is better suited towards just getting more pea shooters out there. But so that's one level of things you're gonna have to manage. Which another one there. The pea shooters, as you'll notice, they don't start firing until the zombies step onto the grass. So that is something to keep in mind when seeing what you're dealing with at the beginning of the level. We'll get this third one here, which, all right. Are you going to let me talk about the next thing I wanted to talk about in Natural Way game, or are you going to make me sit here and awkwardly spout nonsense? I think the game is going for nonsense vibes. Well, in the meantime, we can start getting more pea shooters down. It's not going to be a bad thing to have more of them. You'll also notice that, there, speak of the devil. Okay, so the traffic cone zombie is, think of the traffic cone as a bit of armor for the zombie. It can take a few more hits than a regular zombie. I believe a regular zombie can take 10 hits. I don't know how many the traffic cone zombie can take. If I figure it out, I will flash it on screen. I say if I figure it out, I can just count. So, what's the count, future me? Wow, so many hits! But yeah, so the zombies start getting a little smarter, I guess, in their own way, and start trying to make it more difficult for you to kill them. And their first thought is to go find some traffic cones and put them on their head. They found those traffic cones. Do you think there's like a car accident somewhere that they're just like, who needs these? Who knows? A huge wave of zombies is approaching. That's usually the indicator at the end of a level, at least in these early stages. They'll eventually start putting more of them as we get further in the game. Since we haven't shown it off yet, let's go ahead and show off that cherry bomb. It's very effective. Alright, but you can see these level progress down here, which we'll see more in the next level, obviously. But the flags indicate a huge wave of zombies, so, you know, you can mentally prepare yourself. I guess. I don't know what else you really can do aside from play the game. But here we have a walnut. Fun pun. Blocks off zombies and protects your other plants. So you kind of saw it with the cherry bomb there, but if a zombie gets up to a plant, it will start eating the plant. Oh, we've got a full lawn now. Go us. But the zombie will start eating the plant, and after a few bites for most plants, the plant will disappear, which obviously is bad because you no longer get whatever the plant's effect is at that point. But walnuts can withstand being eaten by a zombie for a pretty significant amount of time, so they are very useful if you, like say he was getting here, and I didn't have a pea shooter here yet, it would buy you some time. I believe they don't have as long of a cooldown time as the cherry bomb, which I mean you can see at the beginning of a level the cherry bomb has to fill up, whereas I mean they all have to fill up, but the walnut doesn't take as long as the cherry bomb, but I do still think it's a slower cooldown than say the sunflower pea shooter, which I mean makes sense. You know, a defensive thing, it could be pretty unbalanced if they let you use that all the time. But now we have a layer of 5 sunflowers. That's going to get us a bunch of sun. Again, sometimes I like to do 2 layers of sunflowers, but these early levels, it's really not necessary unless you feel really, I guess, worried about that. But I mean, the beginning of the game's not going to be too mean to you. I say that and then they put 2 at once. Oh my god. Give me another pea shooter game. Thank you. This early stuff, it's not gonna be too bad. We'll get into more complicated stuff later in the game. We're just gonna fill that slot in right there. Oh, there's a traffic cone zombie. Let's see if we can get another pea shooter there. You know what? Just in case, we will put a walnut out. Because I think the 1 pea shooter could probably do it, but I will feel better about there being 2. There we go. Nothing is too complicated right now because we don't even have enough to fill up all our slots here, but you get a lot of plants in this game. You can have a variety of strategies. I suppose this is the part where I warn you that if you're expecting some pro gameplay, you might want to find another playthrough or go play through the game yourself, because again, you can just get it on your phone for free. Again, with ads, but you know, there are a variety of like ways you could play this game. I think it was, I don't know if you can still get it, but it was, I think, on the 360. I know it was on the DS, I think a couple times. I also know there's like all the weird spin-offs of like, oh, Garden Warfare, which I'm just like, I don't know who looked at this game and thought, you know what this game needs to be like a cooperative shooter kind of thing. The answer is EA. Because EA bought PopCap and did some weird things with these games. I have played Plants vs. Zombies too, but I was not super into it from my memory. But I mean, I just wasn't like in love with the whole microtransaction heavy kind of style it went for. We can put a 3rd pea shooter down. We have the sun for it. Yeah, a lot of the game eventually just kind of becomes, you know, waiting around for the last zombie to die, and ooh, we got ourselves a shovel. Everyone needs a good shovel. Lets you dig up a plant to make room for another. So up until this point, we were not able to fix a mistake if we planted something in the wrong spot, and hi. Okay. What if I don't? I'm frightened. Crazy Dave is certainly a character. All right, now for the surprise. Oh boy, are we playing Wii Sports? Oh, I don't remember this in Wii Sports. Go bowl me a winner. Okay. Oh yes, this song, which is probably one of the more iconic songs in the game. So yeah, we're bowling, and the walnuts will bounce off of things. And yeah, I'm not very good at this, so sorry. Where are you gonna bounce off of? Oh, we got two. That's better than I normally do. To be totally honest. Again, if you were expecting pro gameplay, you're in the wrong place. So here we have an Explode-A-Nut, which, as it implies, it explodes. You obviously get all these walnuts randomly, so, you know, there's elements of strategy, and there's also a lot of elements of hoping for the best. Will the RNG gods bless you or not? Usually for me, the answer is no. Oh god, there's a lot of zombies coming. That felt like shenanigans. Come here. Okay, you're getting a little close for comfort, buddy. Well, we've gotten 3 at once, which, you know, I feel like I know this game has achievements built into it because it wasn't originally a Steam thing. I assume those achievements also tie into Steam achievements at this point. I'm not going for them. Again, this is a very casual kind of playthrough. I'm just treating it like I mean, really, I treat all of my things like I'm just showing my friends these on the off chance that they choose to watch these. I say that like my friends aren't watching these videos, but like I don't know which ones they do or don't want to watch. You guys can do what you want. Oh, final wave. That went a lot faster than I thought it was gonna go. Okay. Maybe I'm just thrown off because I've played the mobile version of the game a lot, and I feel like those mini games can be longer sometimes. Because they're just like, get your daily bonus! Mobile games are certainly something. I don't play them that often. We're just gonna blow those guys up. I hate that it decided specifically not to go up and hit another zombie. Whatever. But for all that, we, what do we get here? Potato Mine. Explodes on contact, but takes time to arm itself. For at least the early game stuff, I really like the Potato Mine. Oh, got a new zombie here. That one's got pole vault. That's the word. The first word that popped in my head was javelin, and that's not right. All right, let's get our sunflowers out here. But, so yeah, the Potato Mine also explodes. It only blows up one zombie. It's not like the cherry bomb where it can blow up a bunch. But, so here, we are just gonna put it here. You gotta give it time for it to, takes its time getting ready in the morning, but, it is a for sure KO of at least, well, they say at least, of one zombie. So, you know, that gives you time, and it only costs 25 sun, so that gives you time to feel ready for the rest of the level without having to spend a bunch of sun on getting pea shooters out, which, so because of that, we now can put a pea shooter here. We got a Spud-Ow achievement. I didn't get something that popped up on Steam, so maybe the achievements are just still in the game itself, but who cares? I'm not a completionist when it comes to anything, but definitely not for achievements. I haven't 100%ed many video games in my life. I think the only one I can think of off the top of my head is Mario Galaxy. Oh, and Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope. Those are the only two I can think of, and this is because I really like those games. Oh, here comes the pole vaulter guy. You can see he is moving real fast. How do we deal with that? Give him something to jump over. After he jumps over a plant, he starts moving very slowly again, and that gives you time to deal with him. But yeah, he will jump over the first plant he runs past, and there's a couple plants he can't do that with, but it mostly works. Here, we'll do this just to deal with this guy. So like, yeah, that includes something dumb like a potato mine. There are some plants that are too tall for him to jump past, but we're not going to see those for a while. Yeah, you gotta be careful with those. And now someone will just eventually run into that. Probably. I don't know. get our pea shooters out. There's a traffic cone zombie. Like I said, this game is just kind of like it's kind of in the similar vibe of like Tetris, where it's not that the game is like not chaotic at times, because it definitely is, but like it's just one of those things you can kind of like just be real zen with. You know, I don't have to put a ton of thought into everything, but there's still like just enough thought that I'm not just like mindlessly doing everything. You know, it's not I'm not scrolling through TikTok. I don't have a TikTok. I do not plan on making a TikTok. I'm good without it. If you like TikTok, that's fine, but hard pass. I don't think I'm better than people because I don't use TikTok. I'm just not interested. All right. Got ourselves another new plant here. It's blue. Got the snow pea. Shoots frozen peas that damage and slow the enemy. That sounds fitting with the fact that it is getting colder outside as of time of recording, at least colder where I live. And what I consider cold versus what other parts of the country may consider cold definitely vary. But I think on that note, I'm going to call it an episode here. I still don't have an outro, but if you made it this far, thank you so much for putting up with me, and I hope you will join me next time as we continue to defend our front lawn against these undead enemies. See you then!